Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Is it okay? Okay. Let's do it. Oops. Merry Christmas Eve. Hold on. Oh, forgot to change the ear. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. I'm gonna skip the review time again, and I'm just gonna jump into chapter 28 right away. Okay. Wait. I can hear myself. Why do I hear my voice? Hold on. How do I... Hold on. Oh, gotta wait. Oh, this one. Okay. This one. Hello, hello? Alright. Hello, hello? Why do I hear my own voice? Something is wrong. Let me do this. This. I can hear my voice. What is going on? I'm just gonna take off my earphones. I don't have to hear my own voice. Okay, let's do it. Chapter 28. Chapter 28 is about medical ethics. Sounds difficult. The first sentence. Medical ethics is a set of moral principles that serve to guide how medical professionals act in confusing decision-making situations where conflicting ideas are in play. Medical ethics is a set of moral principles that serve to guide how medical professionals act in confusing decision-making situations. Is it like during operation or something like dealing with difficult disease or something? Where conflicting ideas are in play. まあ大丈夫かな。意味がI think this part is fine. Serve means to help achieve something or to be useful as something. I don't need an expensive watch because my phone serves the same purpose. Okay. I sneezed. Okay, next sentence. For example, euthanasia. I don't know this word. Probably not important to remember. Or deal with dignity. Dignity is like honesty or something. The deliberate termination of a terminally ill person's life in order to relieve them of their suffering is most frequently debated areas in medical ethics. Okay. I think this is the name of disease, or deal with dignity. The deliberate termination of a terminally ill. Termination. Terminally. Okay. What is this one? I don't even know how to pronounce this.
Euthanasia. Euthanasia.
Euthanasia. Euthanasia. The act of killing someone who is very ill or very old so that they do not suffer anymore. I see. Dignity. I think dignity means like trust or honesty or something. Dignity means calm, serious, and controlled behavior that makes people respect you. A little bit different from what I thought. Examples. I respect this tennis player so much because even when he loses with dignity. She handled the embarrassing situation with dignity, refusing to let it upset her. Dignity. The nurse always treats patients with dignity, ensuring they feel respected and valued. Dignity. Dignity. Oh wait, I have to change the keyboard to English. What's the definition of the word dignity? Dignity means a sense of self-respect or pride in how someone behaves or is treated. It can also refer to being worthy of honor and respect. Self-respect or pride in oneself. Worthiness of being treated with respect. Examples. She handled the criticism with dignity and grace. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity. He kept his dignity even during tough times. It's often used in both a formal and casual context to describe a calm, respectful attitude or behavior. What is it in Japanese? Dignity. Dignity. 尊厳. Okay. 尊厳か。For example, euthanasia, or deal with dignity. Dignity. Deliberate termination. Terminate means to cause something to end or stop. The termination of my employment contract took ages. They're thinking of terminating the project due to lack of funding. Oh. So the terminator is like someone who ends something? Terminate. Can you give me casual examples of the word terminate? Or termination. Terminate, verb. They decided to terminate the contract early because it wasn't working out. The company terminated his employment after repeated absences. We had to terminate our gym membership soon since we weren't using it. The movie terminated with a big twist that no one expected. She terminated the call because the conversation got too heated. Terminate. The termination of their partnership was not mutual decision. He was upset about his sudden termination from the job. The termination of the lease means we need to move out soon. The contract includes a termination clause in case things don't work out. They're discussing the termination of the project due to budget issues. What's the difference between end and the word terminate and end both means to stop or finish something, but they differ in tone and usage. Okay. Key difference. Terminate, formal, deliberate, often for contract, jobs, or legal matters. Casual, general, used for everyday situation. So the terminate has the connotation of deliberate. Use terminate when talking about official actions or legal language. Use end for everything else that's not formal. Okay. It's basically interchangeable. Terminate. Let's see the sentence again. For example, euthanasia or death with dignity. Death with dignity. The deliberate termination of a terminally ill person's life in order to relieve them of their suffering is most frequently debated areas in medical ethics. Terminally ill. What is terminally then? Terminally means if someone is terminally ill, they have a serious illness and will die soon. Oh. They'd always use with ill, or if someone or something is terminally stupid, boring, they're extremely stupid, boring. That will not change. Very seriously, in a way that will lead to death. Oh, okay. Is the word terminally interchangeable with the word very? the store. No. Is terminally is the word terminally nope. Terminally and stored value. No. With the word very. Terminally is not interchangeable with very. Terminally related to end stage or something. Often used in serious contexts like illness or situation with no recovery. It typically describes a permanent or irreversible conditions. The relationship seems terminally broken. Okay. I was terminally bored during the lecture. So it has the meaning of eternity of something. Got it. Terminally ill person. Terminally ill person. これで terminally ill で覚えた方がいいか。Okay. Next. There have been numerous landmark precedents. There have been numerous landmark precedents as well as codes of conduct, such as the Declaration of Helsinki, that have contributed to the molding of modern medical ethics. Codes of conduct. What is that? Okay, first, precedent. Precedent means the way that something has been done in the past, that therefore shows that it is the correct way. For example, I'm sorry, I can't let you submit this assignment after the deadline because of the precedent になってる。Precedent, it would said. 前例みたいなことか。There are several precedents for promoting people who don't have formal degrees. Several precedents for promoting people who don't have formal degrees. Okay, precedent. Code. A set of rules that are accepted as general principles, or a set of written rules that say how people in a particular organization or country should behave. I think the company didn't succeed because it didn't have a code of ethics. Code of conduct. Code of conduct. In this sentence, what does codes of conduct mean? ボスになってた。Well, I don't need two answers. Well, shorter is better. In simple terms, codes of conduct are like a moral or ethical rulebook for professionals to follow. Code of conduct. Wait, what does conduct mean? What does conduct mean? To organize and perform a particular activity. の方が良かったか。In this sentence, code of conduct refers to a set of rules or guidelines that outline acceptable behaviors and ethical standards for people or organizations to follow. Short definition, rules or guidelines for people in proper behavior. The Declaration of Helsinki is a code of conduct that sets ethical principles for medical research involving humans, ensuring their safety, rights, and well-being are protected. Employees must follow the company's code of conduct at all the time. Code of conduct. The club has a code of conduct to keep events safe and fun for everyone. Teachers are expected to follow a strict code of conduct when interacting with students. So in this context, the code of conduct refer to ethical guidelines that have shaped modern medical practices. なんとなくわかるか。Code of conducts. Precedents as well as codes of conduct such as Declaration of Helsinki that have contributed to the molding of modern medical ethics. Molding is like to make shape of modern medical ethics. What is Declaration of Helsinki? Declaration of Helsinki. What is the Declaration of Helsinki? A document that was created to set a balance between the interest of humanity and individual patients who are part of clinical trials. The basic principles include respect for individuals, the right to make informed decisions, recognition of valuable groups, and more. Declaration of Helsinki. Set of ethical principles regarding human experimentation. Human experimentation developed originally in 1964 for the medical community by the World Medical Association. It is widely regarded as the cornerstone document on human research ethics. It is not a legally binding instrument under the international law, but it instead draws its oath from the degree to which it has been it's difficult. Respect for the individual. Okay, it's like a literally guideline for human experimentation, I guess. Mold. To try to change or influence someone. I think I'll be able to mold you into a fantastic basketballer. With practice and guidance, you can mold your writing skills into something really impressive. Okay. However, as medical ethics is not an exact science, it remains difficult to create comprehensive and fair standards that are relevant irrespective of an individual's culture or background. Okay. However, as medical ethics is not an exact science, it remains difficult to create comprehensive. Comprehensive is like whole. comprehensive, like holding everything, covering everything. Comprehensive means complete and including everything that is necessary. We offer you a comprehensive training in all aspects of the business. I've done some pretty comprehensive research into Frank's background, and some weird things caught my attention. Create comprehensive and fair standards that are relevant irrespective of an individual's culture, background. Relevant means connected with what is happening or being discussed. All relevant things are related, but not all related things are necessarily relevant. I want to get a low degree, but I don't think it's really relevant to my job. 関係があると。Please only submit relevant documents for your application. All relevant things are related, but not all related things are necessarily relevant. Relevant. That are relevant irrespective. This is like unrespective, irrespective, not respected, of an individual's culture and background. Towards 適切 Fair standards that are relevant irrespective I'm not sure. Without considering, not needing to allow for. Without considering. In this sentence, what does irrespective mean? Irrespective means regardless of or without considering. Not affected by or not depending on something. Standards that are relevant regardless of an individual's regardless 関係なくってことか Everyone is welcome here, irrespective of age or gender. The rules apply to all employees, irrespective of their position. We'll go on the trip, irrespective of the weather. Okay. Without considering, not needing to allow for, regardless. Irrespective of how busy you are, you should always be polite to customers. Irrespective of how busy you are. He always treats everyone with respect, irrespective of their social status. Regardless とよりはあれなのかな Is it more formal than saying regardless? Irrespective is generally considered more formal than regardless. formal and often used in academic, legal, or professional writing. Sounds a bit more sophisticated or precise than regardless. The policy applies to all members, irrespective of their rank. Regardless, more casual and commonly used in everyday speech or informal writing. We're going to the beach regardless of the weather. That's more understandable. Regardless of. Okay. これもじゃあ。Okay. Relevant. Irrespective. Precedence. House of conduct. And dignity, termination, terminally ill. Okay. Let's move on to next chapter. Chapter 28. No. Chapter 29. Chapter 29 is about public health. Let's see the first sentence. Public health aims to strategically prevent the spread of disease, promote health, and prolong human life through the coordinated efforts of societies, organizations, communities, and individuals making informed decisions. Public health aims to strategically prevent the spread of disease, promote health, and prolong. Prolong means to make something last longer time. Means extend. Do you think drinking green tea every day will really prolong your life? Prolonged use of medicine is not good for anyone's health. They decided to extend their stay at the hotel. Prolong, extend. What's the difference between prolong and extend? Make something last longer, but they differ slightly in usage and tone. Okay. The differences, please. Prolong time or duration, time, space, or scope. Formal, often negative. Neutral or positive. Often implies unnecessarily length, simply means increase. Use prolong when focusing on time, and it may feel excessive or undesirable. Use extend when you're talking about time, space, or scope in a more neutral or positive way. Prolong. Okay. 声じゃない。BGM でかいから。Is this fine?ちょっとだけ下げました。Okay. Prolong human life. But this is positive here. Through the coordinated efforts of societies, organizations, communities, and individuals making informed decisions. Informed is like informed. It's like informed まとまった informed having a lot of knowledge or information about something ああちょっと違うか Oh hello What's going on? I'm just studying English here on a stream. I do it every Tuesday. It's a stream about me just learning English. Prolonged, coordinated. Informed. Having a lot of knowledge or information about something. Informed choice, opinion. Informed も入れとくか。Informed decisions. Can you give me some casual examples of the word informed? I didn't know the meeting was cancelled. I should have been informed earlier. That's verb. She's always informed about the latest news. Let me know when you have more details. I want to be informed. Wait, I thought this is adjective. Give me adjective use. She gave me informed opinion of the matter. She gave an opinion based on knowledge or facts. We need to make an informed choice before we sign the contract. Decision made with enough knowledge and facts. I feel much more informed after reading the article, having knowledge or awareness after gaining information. It's important to stay informed about health advice. Okay. I'm gonna put this one. We need to make an informed choice. Informed choice. That's a little bit tricky way to use it. I feel much more informed after reading the article. That's a simple way. Okay. Human life through the coordinated means effectively organized so that all the parts work well together. Not great at sports, mainly because I'm not very coordinated. The police and fire department coordinated their efforts during the emergency. Police and fire department coordinated their efforts during the emergency. Coordinated efforts of societies, organizations, communities, and individuals making informed decisions. A little bit difficult to understand, but I think I got it. Strategically prevent spread of disease, promote health, and prolong human life through the coordinated efforts of societies, organizations, communities, and individuals. Okay, I think it's fine. Next. The foundation of public health is the prevention of epidemics of infectious diseases through the monitoring and tracking of the potential threats to health population faces. This is like current situation in Japan. Flu is really going around recently. The foundation of public health is the prevention of epidemics of infectious is like contagious diseases through the monitoring and tracking of the potential threats to health a population faces. I think this is fine. Epidemic is like pandemic. What's the difference? Epidemic happening a lot and affecting many people. Social media affection is an epidemic, and I don't think there is a cure. There is an epidemic of food poisoning going around after that sketchy food truck festival. Epidemic と pandemic は何が違うんだ? What's the difference between epidemic and pandemic? Epidemic, outbreak of disease that affects a large number of people. Okay. Pandemic, a global spread of a disease that affects many countries or continents. So pandemic is like more larger scale than epidemic. Affects a specific area or population, affects the whole world. Okay. Local or regional, global, flu in a city, or Ebola in a country, COVID-19, Spanish flu. I see. Sorry, I was muted. You should clean that cut if you don't want to get a bad infection. Okay. Easy. Next. This foundation has close links to the historical roots of public health and stems. From the reaction of the English government to the risk of disease becoming widespread during the Industrial Revolution. A little bit difficult. This foundation has close links. Close links to the historical roots of public health and stems from the reaction of the English government to the risk of disease becoming widespread during the Industrial Revolution. Stem means to originate from, or have as its source. Many of our cultural traditions stem from ancient practices. Where do you think Saki's hatred toward me stems from? To stop or hold back, often used with from. We need to stem the flow of misinformation on social media. Okay. Stem, originate from or have as its source. Stem. Stem. Originate. Stem, originate. What's the difference between stem and originate? Okay. The differences. Stem focus implies a cause or derivation. Use stem when talking about something that arises as a result of something else. Use originate when referring to the initial start or creation of something. Okay. When referring to the initial start or creation of something, use stem when talking about something that arises as a result of something else. むずいな。stem. Stems. Okay. Many of our cultural traditions stem from ancient practices. Came from. You can say that. Where do you think Saki's hatred toward me stems from? Came from. Reaction of the English government to the risk of disease becoming widespread during the Industrial Revolution. What was happening during the Industrial Revolution? Next. Due to rapid urbanization caused by the Industrial Revolution. Also, okay. This was happening. Overly concentrated and unsanitary living conditions became serious social problems, prompting the government to recognize a wider social problem and take action to halt. Oh, I forgot the word. The meaning of the word halt. The outbreak of disease. Due to rapid urbanization is like 都会化 caused by the Industrial Revolution, overly concentrated and unsanitary living conditions. Concentrated means using a lot of effort or succeed at one particular thing. It is important to make a concentrated effort if you really want to achieve what you are after. This orange juice tastes so strong because it's made from concentrated juice. The process by which more and more people leave the countryside to live in cities. Prompt. Prompt to make something happen. What prompted you to look for a new job? Make something happen. Can you please prompt me when my time is up? Our curiosity about the subject prompted her to do more research. Prompt. Prompt. むずいな。日本語でなんだ。Prompt. 日本語だとThere's no like perfect transition. Like make or something? What made you to look for 違うか。In this context, it's like what do you want to? Can you please prompt me, wake me, or like tell me? Prompt. Halt means to cause to stop moving or doing something or happening. We had to halt production last night because something went wrong with the machinery. We had to halt our game when it started raining. That's kind of similar to the word. Which one was that? Was in the chapter 28? Terminate. Terminate and halt are kind of similar. The word terminate and halt are similar. Terminate and halt are similar in meaning because they both refers to stopping something. However, they differ in tone, context, and sometimes formality. Okay, halt. Stop something, often suddenly or temporarily. I see. And something often definitively. Stop something usually temporarily. More formal, often used for official actions. More casual, can be used for temporary stops, often used in work or legal context. More common are for immediate or short-term stops. His contract was terminated. The train halted at the station. Got it. helped. Let's see the sentence again. Due to rapid urbanization caused by the Industrial Revolution, overly concentrated and unsanitary living conditions became serious social problems, prompting the government to recognize a wider social problem and take action to halt the outbreak of disease. To make government notice or recognize ってことか。Got it. Ooh, should I do chapter 30? Chapter 30 is about psychiatry. できるかな? Let's do it. Because this is the last stream in this year. So I just kinda wanna finish like, how to say it? I don't know how to say it, but 30 is a good number to finish. You know, the next year I can start from 31. So I'm just gonna do it. First sentence, that's short. Psychiatry is the field of medicine dedicated specifically to the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of mental disorders. これはわかるね。Dedicated. How do I know if my boyfriend will still be devoted to me in the future? Devotee. Diagnosis もわかるね。A judgment about what a particular illness or problem is made after examining it. Prevention. The act of stopping something from happening or of stopping someone from doing something. これはわかるね。Next. Patients seeking psychiatric help exhibit symptoms. Exhibit symptoms such as panic attacks, hallucinations, thoughts of suicide, extreme mood swings, significant tiredness, and excessive worrying. Excessive. And also exhibit. What is exhibit? Exhibition. Exhibit. What does it mean in this context? In this context, what does exhibit mean? In this context, exhibit means to show or display something, usually symptoms or behaviors. It is often used in medical or formal contexts to describe the appearance of symptoms or signs of a condition. Patients seeking psychiatric help exhibit symptoms as panic attacks. The patients show or display these symptoms when seeking help. Okay. When they have these symptoms ってことか。And excessive means worrying is like weariness or tiredness. An amount that is more than acceptable, expected, or reasonable. The air conditioning in this office is excessive. I'm freezing. I think 10 alarms to wake up is a bit excessive, don't you? I always pack clothes in excess when I travel, just in case. Excessive. Worrying. Excessive worrying. Excessive worrying. What I misspelled? Worrying. Okay. Worrying. Excessive worrying. Too much worrying. It means excessive. Can you interchange the word excessive with the word too much? Yes, excessive and too much are similar in meaning, but they are used slightly differently, and often one may sound more formal and more specific than the other. Okay. Beyond what is acceptable or needed. More than needed or wanted. More formal and specific. More informal and general. Often used in serious medical context. Or casual. She showed excessive fatigue. He drank too much coffee. Okay. Next. Even though there are numerous treatments that can be applied to I don't know how to pronounce this one. Mental disorders. Disorders are divided into only 5 categories: mood, anxiety, personality, psychotic, and substance-induced disorders. Substance-induced disorders? First of all, alleviate.
Alleviate.
Alleviate. Alleviate. Alleviate means to make pain or problems less severe. Drinking more won't alleviate your heartbreak. The medicine did nothing to alleviate our discomfort. Reduce ってことか。Or like ease or reduce. More like ease, I would say. Alleviate. What's the difference between alleviate and ease? Ease. Alleviate and ease both refer to reducing or making something less intense, but they are used in slightly different contexts and have subtle differences in tone. Okay. Alleviate means to make something less severe or reduce the intensity of a problem, especially pain, suffering, or discomfort. It often implies providing relief in a more formal or medical context. Okay. Ease means to reduce the difficulty, discomfort, or intensity of something, but it can also mean making something smoother or more comfortable in a broader sense. Okay. less formal, can be used in both casual and serious context. Okay. To reduce or lessen severity of something, often pain or suffering. To reduce difficulty or discomfort. More general. Got it. Alleviate mental disorders. Disorders are divided into only 5 categories: mood, anxiety, personality, psychotic, and substance-induced disorder. That's the hard one. What is substance induce? 物質誘発性障害。I don't understand in Japanese as well. Well, but I can put induce in a list. Substance. I know substance. I want to see the movie Substance. The most important or meaningful part of what someone has said or written. Induce means to cause something to happen. Telling our customers about how their details have been leaked will only induce panic, so we should delay the announcement until we found out who's responsible. They induced her to take the job by offering her a bonus. My mom always says that watching scary movies before bed induces nightmares. That's an easy way to understand. Induce. Substance-induced disorders. Okay. Next. This is the last sentence. Ooh. Intriguing. Cannot pronounce well. Intriguingly. This categorization has remained largely unchanged for many years. This is despite the fact that psychiatric treatments have developed drastically, like rapidly or like dramatically, over the last several decades, corresponding with a sharp reduction in the volume of hospitalizations for psychiatric patients. First thing first, how do you pronounce this?
Intriguingly.
Intriguingly. In a way that is very interesting because of being unusual or mysterious. Interestingly ってこと? Intriguingly, people who live in the West are more likely to own a pet. Intriguingly, most people don't know Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp. Interestingly. What's the difference between interestingly and intriguingly? Wait, is it different? Intriguingly. Infrequently. That's hard to pronounce. Interestingly and infrequently are both adverbs used to describe something that catches attention, but they have subtle differences in tone and usage. Okay? Key differences. Refers to something that is interesting or noteworthy. Refers to something that arouses curiosity or mystery. Neutral to slightly formal, informative. More curious, mysterious, or fascinating. That's really subtle. Use interestingly when talking about something that is noteworthy or unexpected, especially in an informative way. Use infrequently when something is fascinating, mysterious, or puzzling in a way that sparks curiosity. That's really subtle. So, it is kinda interchangeable. Can sometimes be used interchangeably. Okay. Infrequently. Interestingly, this categorization has remained largely unchanged for many years. This is despite the fact that psychiatric treatments have developed drastically over the last several decades, corresponding drastically in a way that is severe and sudden or has very noticeable effects. This one is fine. Correspond means to match or be similar or equal. Sadly, my Snapchat views don't correspond with my Twitter followers. Her actions don't always correspond with what she says. The colors of the cottons corresponded well with the wall paint. Match. Match. I think it's interchangeable with the word match. Our action doesn't match with what she says. The colors of the cottons matches well with the wall paint. Match. What's the difference between match and correspond? Match and correspond are both used to describe a relationship between two things. Key differences. Match to be similar, equal, or fit together. Correspond to be in agreement or alignment. More general, casual, more formal, precise, and often official. Capability or similarity. Relationships or comparisons. A dress matches her shoes. Usually in a more formal context, it can also mean communicating or exchanging messages. I see. Differences are really subtle to correspond and match. Corresponding with a sharp reduction in the volume of hospitalization for psychiatric patients. Okay, so the drastical development matches the reduction of the volume of hospitalization for psychiatric patients. It means. Okay. Intriguingly, correspond. I want to know more examples. Can you give me some casual examples of the word correspond? Oops. Yes. The color of her shoes corresponds with her handbag. That's match. His actions corresponded to what he said earlier. The weather forecast for today corresponds with what we experienced this morning. Your answer on the form should correspond with the information on your ID. I was looking for a job that corresponds to my skills and interest. Match. I think in many cases you can interchange with the word match. Word. In many cases, correspond can be interchanged with match. When you can interchange interchange them. Correspond and match can indicate a similarity or agreement between two things. Her shoes corresponded with her dress. Her shoes match her dress. Similarity. The details in the report corresponded to what we discussed. The details in the report match what we discussed. When to prefer one over the other. Match is often used in everyday casual conversation. It's more common and flexible for talking about things that go well together or fit each other. Correspond is more formal and is used when you want to emphasize that things align, fit together in a precise way, or agree with each other. It is often used in more professional or technical context. So I think it's more like informality, more casual, used for general compatibility. Okay. Chapter 30 is done. Okay. Nicely done. We did in the stream I did 3 chapters, chapter 28 to chapter 30. So in the next stream, which is next year, let's do from chapter 31. The next Tuesday is like on 31st, so I'm not gonna stream. And what about the next Tuesday? I wanna see the calendar. So next Tuesday's 7th, January 7th. I think I can do the stream on that day. So see you in the next Tuesday, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna finish the stream here. Thank you for watching and bye. Merry Christmas.